Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. My name is Modulus and in this video we'll explore lists and tuples in Python. We'll cover creating and manipulating lists, accessing elements within them, and delve into various list methods and operations. So let's get started. Let's begin with creating and manipulating lists. Lists are versatile data structures in Python that allow us to store and organize multiple items. We can create a list by enclosing elements in square brackets. Here's an example. So here's my simple list. I make a variable named myList and assign it to a list with 1, 2, 3, apple, banana, and orange. Lists can contain elements of different data types. We can also nest lists within lists. So here's an example. So I have a variable named nested list and assigned it to a list. But inside of the list, instead of apple, banana, or 2, we have a list. So a list of 1, 2, 3, and then another list of 4, 5, 6, and a list of 7, 8, 9, all in one big list. We can manipulate lists by adding, removing, or changing elements. To add an element to the end of a list, we can use the append method. Let's see an example. So here I am trying to add the grape to my list. I'm saying mylist.append grape. So this adds grape to the mylist list. Note that it will add grape to the end of the list, so right here. To insert an element at a specific position in the list, we can use the insert method. So I'm going to call the mylist.insert and then the position, which is 0. Note that in lists, instead of saying position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we start with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to put it at the beginning, we say 0, then comma, and then melon. Unlike append, which adds it to the end, in insert we have a choice to where we want to add it. We can also remove elements from a list. To remove a specific element, we can use the remove method. So mylist.remove, and we don't need to add like a place. We can just say banana, and Python already knows that we need to remove this value. Once we have a list, we can access its elements using indices. Indices start from 0 for the first element. We can use negative indices to access elements from the end of the list. Let's see some examples. So here's an example. I'm going to say print and then mylist, and then I'm going to index that with the 0th element, which in this case is the first element. So when this runs, it's going to print 1. Now here I'm going to use print and then mylist, and then I'm going to index the negative first element, which is the last element. Instead of saying 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, index 5, which can also work, we can just use -1 to make it a lot easier, so Python knows that we just need to get the last element. So if I save and run, we see 1 as the first element and orange as the last element. We can also use slicing to access a range of elements within a list. Slicing allows us to create a new list containing only the desired elements. So I want to create a new list called subset, and I want to equal that to my list, but not all of my list. I just want my list, but indexed with the second index to the 4th index. Note that this is exclusive, meaning the last index, 5, will not be added. It will only go up to 4. So if I save this, we see 3, apple, and banana, which is the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th element in the mylist. Python provides several methods and operations to work with lists effectively. Let's explore a few of them. The len function returns the length of a list, which is the number of elements it contains. So I'm going to create a new variable called length and set it to the value of the length of my list. And I'm going to print length and concatenate that with the length variable. So if I save and run, we get length 6 because that's how many elements are in the my list. The sort method sorts the elements of a list in ascending order. So I had to create a new list because numbers are not supported in the sort function. So my list is equal to banana, orange, and apple. Now if I want this in a alphabetical order, in ascending order to be exact, I can just sort it, Python does it for me, and then print sorted list and concatenate that with my list. Now save and run, and we see sorted list, apple, banana, orange printed to the output. We can also perform operations on lists, such as concatenation using the plus operator or repetition using the multiplication operator. Let's see some examples. So I'm going to create a new list, concatenated list, and equal that to my list plus a quick new list, adding cherry and pineapple, and I'm going to print concatenated list and concatenate that with concatenated list. And then I'm going to say repeated list is equal to my list multiplied by 2, which is just going to make it 1, 2, 3, apple, banana, orange, and then again 1, 2, 3, apple, banana, orange. It's just going to make the list twice as long with the same things. And print repeated list. If I save and run, we see the concatenated list, 1, 2, 3, apple, banana, orange, and then we added cherry and pineapple. Whereas for the repeated list, we have 1, 2, 3, apple, banana, cherry, and 1, 2, 3, apple, banana, orange. Fantastic! In this video, we explored lists and tuples in Python. We learned how to create and manipulate lists, access elements within them using indices and slicing, and discovered useful list methods and operations. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the Modulus YouTube channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!